Twice Sliced Bread. I featured them before in a video a few days ago. It's a brand new project. It was a moment of inspiration that led to just under a year's worth of work for a gentleman named Adam, and the project is called Twice Sliced Bread. And in the previous video I'd explained that he'd always had a love for power metal, and he spontaneously decided he wanted to create this album, and he's had zero production knowledge or experience and succeeded, and his passion for writing fantasy stories carried over into the music. It's a story album. This track is called Oath of Emnity, Ricky's Lament, and it actually features his mother. And so the whole concept is it follows this barbarian named Ricky Battleaxe and his companion Geoff as they battle evil forces. Links and stuff below. Give the guy a boost up. So this, let's give it a listen.
To this evil fate, this is the only way that I know. Though it may look bleak, I know something. Someone you'll now meet. My undead lieutenant of the greatest zombie horde.
I'm here to fight and take the life of any who dare stand in our way. I live a normal life before looking to battle away, and I truly died that day. Though this is all to say, I've never felt this sort of power or purpose before I began any of my undead days. I will stand with you and my heart too.
I've walked a cruel and dark road all of my life,
through blood and tears and all sorts of other strife.
Now I fight, for it's the only way to ever make me try. I won't sleep at night.
I fight for Ricky and rebellion too, in the hopes of forming this world anew into something good and something far less cruel, somewhere where only the good rule.
I grip my axe in two, ready to disrupt this evil king's rule. Geoff's death, now my fuel. Geoff, why did you have to go? Left me in this world without a home. You were, and always will be, the only true friend I've ever known. Pain's all I'd ever known, and now you too. Geoff,
was a better cut than the previous song. I forget the name of. Forgive me for being underprepared. What was it? Dynamism of Desolation. So now again, for those who may have not seen the other video, I commented on, obviously, my job here is empowering musicians on the journey and kind of keeping them at their craft and developing and honing and learning new skills. And the first track, I had some comments on the sort of pitchiness of the vocals, their tightness to the grid, the kind of the power of the drums, and just sort of a few pointers in the mix and maybe places to go to learn. I find in this cut, this is slightly more cohesive and put together. There was less pitchiness, so this is something that happens when you just go blindly into a project. You become sort of better at the end of it than you were at the start of it, and that's the moment when you kind of go and sort of re-evaluate all of the project. But if you've never done a project before, if you've never released an album before, and you've had zero musical production experience, you won't know these things until you know them, until you learn them. And this was a better cut, and I'm guessing that this track came later, because it has a better overall sound to it. Your mum has vocal potential as well too. It's a nice mix to get her in there. Is she a power metal fan, or is this something you cajoled her into? And of course, a thought came into my mind. I have no idea of the gentleman. I believe his name is Adam, based on some of the linkage information, although you didn't directly say so in your submission. I have no idea as to your age. It could well be that you're a very young man starting out. I mean, it may not be the case, but either way, well done. You're progressing somewhere in the two tracks that I've heard. There's now an uplift, and it's certainly something you should now hone and sort of knuckle down into the detail. There's a nice piece in there. The drums, I think you've used the same kit and stuff as before. There's a slight difference in the production, and certainly in the middle area, the bass sound was a lot more, bass drum was a lot punchier and clearer in the mix. So have a look at both of your projects and look what you might have done around there, and then do more of that. And by all means, I spat out some recommendations in my previous video. So go and check those out in relation to drum EQing, drum bus stuff, drum mastering. Go through each category and download sort of like the little cheat sheets and things like this, just to get you going and have a play. And you, by and large, you'll improve in time. It took me about a year, my sort of mixing mastering journey. No perfect, I'm not perfect. I'm no super professional, but people have commented on the improvement, and that's all we can strive for as humans. So there we go, Twice Sliced Bread. And please leave in the comment where that name came from. Pretty unique. So there we go. If you want to follow the rest of the story, links and stuff are below, and let's give this guy some support. And well done from starting from nowhere to getting to somewhere. And yeah, I hope to see more of you in future.